How's it going, guys? My name is John Geary, and welcome to our new sports show. It's been a minute. This one is called 4-Segment Sports. Hey, we had to get it there. We're going to go basically like 4 quarters. Jay, go ahead, Jay.
Hey, I'm Gerard Baker.
Gerard Baker here. Gerard, it's been a while.
It has been.
But we're back, and this is not necessarily a show dedicated to only Kentucky. We will say something about Kentucky because that is one of our favorite teams, but we're going to talk a variety of topics, including in this first segment, we are going to talk about the NBA. It kicked off yesterday. What happened yesterday?
Yeah, that's it for most. That's it for most of you. Ended up watching, but NBA. That's it. Well, first of all, the NBA on NBC made its miraculous comeback after 25 years.
Is that the one that goes?
Yes, I see. Just hear the theme music for NBA on NBC was just the real nostalgia.
Did they play
feeling.
it like that?
Yeah, they did.
No, that's awesome. I didn't get to hear it. I meant to.
They did. I see. Yeah. Anyway, I said last night. I said we know it's a doubleheader. I said opened up the defending champion Thunder. They defeated the Rockets 125-124 double overtime.
Woo.
Very entertaining game. And in the second game, the Warriors beat the Lakers 119-109.
Wow, so from what happened in the past, still kind of happening in the future because Thunder win again, just like they won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Going forward, I know tonight, one of the teams I'm going to start following is because of their number one overall draft pick, Cooper Flagg, who I think will win Rookie of the Year. But I'm going to start following the Dallas Mavericks. They not only do they have Cooper Flagg, who I'm going to start following. I did pick up his rookie card. But I also like the fact that they have P.J. Washington and they have Anthony Davis. That's one of the teams I think could be a surprise team this year. Maybe go pretty far. What do you think?
Well, I think Dallas does have a good shot, and I see there are a lot of teams. I see it's kind of been a little shift. I see because it seems like the Western Conference has been stacked. I see from top to bottom for a long time. I said the Eastern Conference maybe had like maybe 2 or 3. Maybe 4 good teams.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, but it's getting a little bit better.
Awesome. So we're just giving you our thoughts and opinions here. One last thought on segment 1. Who do we think will win the entire NBA season? I'm going to go out on a limb and just say the team I'm following to give them good mojo, the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't know. For me, it's a hard choice. I know the Thunder have the Thunder have all the tools to win it all to repeat. I see because they're young. I don't know. It's a toss up.
It's a toss up. So maybe repeat Thunder. Maybe we'll see a surprise with the Mavericks. We don't know. But that is it for segment 1. Segment 2 is going to come back and we're going to preview the MLB postseason. Welcome back into segment 2 where we talk about the World Series. The World Series, MLB.
Yep, I say this year's World Series. I say game 1 starts on Friday. Representing the National League, you have the defending champion Dodgers. And so on the AL side, you have the Toronto Blue Jays making their first World Series appearance in 32 years. 32 years.
That's a long time. That's a long time to wait. They would love to get it done, and why not against a better, no other better opponent right now than the Dodgers. LA's had a great team, and Ohtani is a darn good player.
Yes.
Did you see what he did last game where he struck out like 10 people and hit 3 home runs?
Yeah, I feel like that's almost unheard of.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be MVP of the World Series. I also believe that, in my opinion, of who's going to win this series and be World Series champs, I think it's the Dodgers again. I think they win, and I think it's just because I keep the same analogy as I do, kind of, and I know it's a little bit different, but in football, you say who has the better quarterback usually might win the game, or in basketball, whoever has the best player on the field or on the court might win the game. In this situation, who has the best player on the diamond and out there in playing baseball, and I think it's Ohtani is the best player out there, period. So I think he's the best overall player. So I think the Dodgers will win in 6.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, we're in agreement. Dodgers in 6. How many? Okay, let's do this. Ohtani hit 3 home runs in 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. If he's going to go 6, do you say out of each game for a total at the end of the World Series, will Ohtani have 6 more than 6 home runs or less than 6 home runs in this World Series if it goes 6 games? Do you think he'll have a total of more than 6 or less than 6? Comment down below what you guys think too as well.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll probably. I said I don't know. I might say over 6.
I would probably lean towards over too. I mean, he's got to hit 1 a game. We know he can do that. We've seen him hit 3 in 1 game. So obviously, since if that's a bet somewhere in Vegas, take the over. We think Ohtani gets it over 6, more than likely in total for the whole series, and he wouldn't hit 6 in 1 game, would he? If he got up to bat 6 times, that'd be crazy.
It would.
That'd be crazy. But yeah.
Out of season announcement for those tuning in, I said Game 1 of the World Series is Friday.
Yes, Friday. Jam-packed Friday. In segment 3 and 4, we got some more stuff to talk about Friday. Friday's going to be huge.
Yeah.
So, all right. Segment 3 coming up, and that's going to be devoted around NFL talk. So, we'll be right back. Welcome back into segment 3, and this time we're talking about the beautiful product of the NFL. And why not wait to talk about Thursday night's going to be a matchup between the Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know how much I'm enthused about that game, but I'm a Kansas City fan, so I hope the Chargers lose.
Well, I see. It should be an entertaining game. I see we're heading into week 8 of the NFL season, so we're almost at the halfway point.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to believe. Probably my overall analysis. It's really not. I said right now, there's really not one team that's kind of like separated themselves, from the rest of the pack. I said normally, probably like in past years, there's been like one team that maybe just moving a little bit towards, like being the best overall team. Mm-hmm. I said right now, I think it's kind of like an even feel. I see, there's not one team that stands out that said, like, wait a second, this team is it.
Yeah, right now, based on record-wise, the Colts are up there in the AFC. The problem with the Colts are they've played the Chargers and the Broncos. Those are probably the 2 toughest teams they've played so far going into this so far.
Yeah.
And they beat both of those teams, but they did lose to
the Rams.
The Rams, they did, and actually the Rams would probably be the other team that was there. So they played 3 tough teams and won 1 out of the 3, or lost 1 out of the 3.
Yeah, I say right now it's. I say right now it's like I said, it's kind of like an even. I said
up in the air a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. No, it's up in the air. I see. A lot of teams that have. I say they have issues. I say with the quarterback or with the offensive and defensive line or whatever.
Yeah, you got to look at like Kansas City came into the season. They were 3-3 for Rashee Rice comeback. In a couple of those games, they didn't even have Xavier Worthy either, and that's their number 1 and number 2 wide receivers. So they were just down those 2 individuals, and so it really hurt them. But if we look at the odds right now from Vegas, believe it or not, Kansas City is ranked number 1 to win the Super Bowl. They are number 1 odds, which is unbelievable. To be a 3-3, well, actually 4-3 team now, and you would think, well, what about the Colts? The Colts are like number 6 on that list.
Well, I think I said probably kind of like right now. So say if we come up with like kind of like like the Power 5 in the NFL, probably in no particular order. Let's see. You have to put the Chiefs. You have to put the Colts. I would probably put the Buccaneers, even though they lost Monday night. Probably the Lions.
I don't know. What about Buffalo? We can't leave them out. The Bills are right there. I think they've only have 1 loss, don't they? Or do they have 2?
Well, you could. Well, Buffalo's lost their last 2.
Yeah, but they're a good team, and then you got can't count out the Cowboys. They didn't have Lamb for a while, and now they got him back with George Pickens.
Yeah,
there's a lot of pieces.
I almost forgot. I said I can't leave out the Eagles.
Yeah, can't leave out the Eagles. Can't leave out the Green Bay Packers. They're questionably good. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. A good game this weekend. You have the
you check out the Sunday night game, which
Pittsburgh
is Packers Steelers.
That's going to be huge. Rodgers versus Love. Rodgers used to play with the Packers. Whatever. It's going to be a good matchup too to see that one go down, and be interesting for sure. Right now my still expertise tells me in my mind that Kansas City has finally got their whole team back and that they got their defenses healthy and their defense is playing lights out. So I still think I agree with Vegas. Take the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. What do you think?
Well, I mean, those are good odds. I see. No, we shall see.
We shall see. All right, we're going to head into segment 4. Welcome back into segment 4, where we're going to talk a little bit about college football and college basketball. Let's give a little bit of a rundown where we at right now with college football. What's going on in that landscape of that, Jay?
Well, with college football, I see, we've kind of reached the halfway point of the season, and I see, teams are kind of, positioning themselves to be in good shape when the first playoff rankings are revealed, which I think they'll be revealed on around the 4th of November, I think.
That's faster, and it's going to be here quicker than we think.
As
a surprise right now in the rankings, we got Ohio State number 1 right next door to us, or right where we live.
As you know, the surprise, Indiana's number 2.
Number 2, wow.
And as you know, there's been several other teams, that have been, quiet, kind of, they've been quiet surprises. You know what I'm saying? Like Texas A&M, undefeated, number 3.
Yeah.
See, they had Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt.
Never know what you're going to get really right now. It's kind of like a good parody going on with the college football landscape.
Exactly.
I still believe that at the end of the day, if I had to pick some teams that I think right now, based on this halfway point, before the even first rankings of the college football playoff ranking picture comes out, I think my top 3 teams I would choose is still 2 SEC teams with Georgia and Alabama, and the surprise team, I think, of the year, the Indiana Hoosiers, to win the entire college football national championship. Do you have any type of teams you want to latch yourself to and say, that's who I would pick right now?
Well, let's see. I mean, I see, there are a few. See, of course, you have probably the usual suspects, Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Probably another team that's quietly not, it's made quiet noise. Well, actually 2 more. And they did play earlier this year in a head-to-head matchup. Notre Dame, and maybe possibly Texas A&M.
I like that Notre Dame pick. And depending on how the college...
number 6, I see, I'll throw in Indiana.
Before we even know what the picture playoff will actually look like, Notre Dame versus Indiana would be a crazy championship game. Crazy if that happened that way.
I mean, they did play the playoff game last year.
There you go. Rematch it. All right, let's dribble ourselves. Catch the ball, which is now basketball. Let's dribble into the second part of this segment 4. Talk about college basketball. They released the early season AP First Top 25 poll, preseason poll, coming into the season. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We are going to preview also Kentucky versus Purdue and the rest of college basketball. All right, let's look at the AP poll. We do know that the defending champs...
Florida's preseason number 3.
Number 3, who's 1?
Purdue is 1. Houston is 2.
Our beloved Cats are 9.
Yeah.
Louisville's 11.
Right. I see other notables probably Kansas is 19.
North Carolina's 25.
Mm-hmm. I think. Let me see.
Arkansas was 13, 14.
Yeah, around 13.
St.Johns, Rick Pitino 5.
St.Johns is 5. UConn's 4.
Yeah. So there's kind of, and here's a graphic right here showing you the rest of the rankings. In my opinion, going forward, Kentucky's got to play Purdue coming up in the exhibition game. They're not going to have Jaden Quintons. They're not going to have Jalen Lowe. Jaden Quintons or Jalen Lowe. They're not going to have those two, and Jalen Lowe is very important. But I still think Kentucky will get the job done this Friday. And it's just an exhibition game. But I think Kentucky will get the job done at Rupp. What do you think against Purdue in this exhibition game?
I think they will.
Yeah. It's Otega Oweh is a definitely NBA draft pick out there playing. I feel like Purdue. What's the Purdue's returning player?
Braden Smith.
And Braden Smith arguably is probably eventually going to find himself on an NBA team too as well. But I think Otega Oweh is a better overall player than Braden Smith, and I think that'll be shown on Friday night. Speaking of the rest of college basketball, looking at this early ranking, we don't know how crazy stuff's going to happen. People could get hurt. Whatever could happen. Surprise players could pop up. But in my opinion, Kentucky will go undefeated, 40-0, and win the national championship. I know you want to say your Cats are going to win number 9 as well as me, but if not Kentucky, we both agree that Kentucky's going to win. But if not Kentucky, who do you think will cut down the nets?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I see, it's really hard to say. I mean, because I see, college basketball, I see probably for the last several years, it's been pretty unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. I see, with conference, I see, well, of course, I say like last year, I see, I say like the SEC probably had the best year of any conference ever in the history of college basketball.
That's true.
I see, this 14 of 16 teams made the tournament. Several made the Sweet 16. 2 made the Final Four.
And won.
And Florida winning the title was the icing on the cake.
There it is.
I said, now we don't know if the SEC is going to have as good of a year as last year.
But they'll darn try.
I just see, but I mean, really don't know what. I said we don't know if the Big 10, the Big 12, the ACC. I said
it's up there.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I see we just have to get out on the floor and see. I see, of course, you say. I see, of course, you see November, December, and I see there's plenty of like early season matchups
that can really shake some things up. Early.
That could shape. That could turn out the landscape of college basketball for the season.
And here's my other thoughts, real quick. If not Kentucky, I'm going to give a nod to St. John's as a possible, because I really think Rick Pitino wants to get one more before he leaves. And it would be crazy for him to win it at St. John's. But St. John's, they're number 5. They're a team to watch out for. A team that's not ranked, I think, could make some run if they can make some noise in the Big Ten. Don't forget about the lonely Indiana Hoosiers. And it's been a long time since they won a national championship. And I don't want to throw the curse on how many years it was. You guys know, count if you can. It's going to take you a while. You're going to need more than 2 hands. But IU, another second dark horse team for me. So if it's not Kentucky, I believe it's St. John or Indiana. Those are my teams. Do you have any other teams you want to throw in there, or do you just want to leave it the way you worded it was, let's just see what happens? Let's play a little bit and see what happens.
I mean, that's just where I am. I said, let's just play it out and see what happens.
Okay, we're going to play it out and see what happens. One quick last thing before we leave here. Let's give some local love to our local teams. University of Evansville play in the Missouri Valley. Hopefully they'll have a good season. Coach Rags and their tradition there, he's building it, and UE has a chance. Also, and I love UE. We'll go to UE games. We are definitely second team for us as UE. I mean, that's for sure. Okay, the third, not necessarily our third team, but the team that's local, USI Screaming Eagles in the Ohio Valley Conference, finally become eligible for Division I NCAA tournament. Watch out for them. Watch out for them. I predict that they will win their conference. They will make the NCAA tournament. And they'll at least win one game in the NCAA tournament. What do you think about the Screaming Eagles?
I mean, listen, with the way college basketball is now, look, anything is possible. I say you just have to wait and see.
If we go to some of those games, we'll record it like we do with the UE stuff. We'll have fun with it. You guys will get to see that. The only way you're going to get to see it is to like and subscribe.
And comment and share.
Well, you can still see it if you like and subscribe, or if you just subscribe. But we would love you to do all those other things too, right?
Right.
But it just shows us that you want to tag along with us, and we want everyone to tag along here in 4 Segment Sports, and we're going to be glad to have you guys join us. That's all I have for tonight. Is that all you have?
That's all I got.
Thanks for joining us. We will catch you next time. Happy sports watching, guys. Till next time. Peace.